sure it'll be fine. 36 minutes in. Alright, so we got Black Forest, we've got Team 1 against Team 2. Looks like the front will be top against bottom. Oh my god. Alright, well we got a very early walling going up. I like it though, green is very interesting, very interesting. Just pointing out gold that is completely blocked. That's actually cute. Same with this is one of the first Black Forest maps I've seen. Secret. It does seem like they've there's quite a couple areas to attack, but that one way has been sealed up currently. It looks like Green's villager will end up falling. Yep. And Green's other villager will be falling. Green is not having a good start at the moment. This will hurt Green a little bit. It doesn't seem like anything else crazy is going on for the moment. Seems like... Oh, it looks like Purple is walling everything off, dealing with the houses as well, or wolves as well. Way too many wolves! Oh, it looks like he's gonna sacrifice that villager. Oh, nice. I'll do that. Thank you. Good advice, good advice. Alright. So, looks like, yep, we'll lose a villager to the wolves. Quite unfortunate indeed, but alas, you know, that's life. It does seem like Purple's doing a good job of getting everything walled off early on. This is really, I'm gonna guess, gonna be the big point of contention here. Yellow is, Yellow is walling this location off. Doesn't seem to be super worried about it just yet, but I'm gonna suspect, I mean, obviously these are gonna be the 2 points of concern. We do have a dock being built. Who is building the dock? Kong 2. Okay. I really like it. I really like this choice. This is gonna be very actually important, I believe, in the defense of that location. Otherwise, I mean, this looks like a very even match, currently. Go ahead and fast forward a little bit. Looks like we're getting the walls up some more. Scouts attacking scouts. I'm not seeing where these other docks are, but I'm sort of skeptical as to the usefulness of them. At least currently. So it does look like everything's been walled off. 1890. Does look like everything's been walled off by both of the teams. Actually, they're both walling off all the locations now. I would say that honestly, it looks sort of equal in terms of a space. Gold-wise, relic-wise, I'd be a little curious about. It looks like they each see one relic on each side. There's probably more that I'm missing. There's one on their side, they're on their side, so I see two on both sides. Gold mine-wise, I would say actually the other team has the advantage since all the secret ones are on their side, but the key will be to getting into those if they wish. Honestly, yeah, I would definitely say yellow's not. That was, I mean, it's a great wall position, but unfortunately, gold-wise, it's not going to be a great thing, especially if they play it safe and don't, you know, attack forward. They're giving up sort of a lot of gold here. But aside from that, purple is really walling things up, reinforcing those walls. Everybody's getting a feudal and castle ages. Everybody's rushing to castle age, and Let's slow it down just a little bit. I suspect that things are going to start happening pretty soon that are a bit crazy. I'm not sure why a stone wall is going up over there. Oh, I see. Because this, I mean, this is technically a wall of yellows. The teal has not walled this location up yet. So I see. Alright, that is a smart move. Unfortunately, he's going to be dealing with wolves, but yeah, it should be alright. So there's another relic. I do believe they have 3 on the one side, and this team has 3 on the one side. The ideal strategy that they should be going for, I would say, is which I do like the castle ages going as quick as possible, but the strategy I would say is they want to get to bracers as quickly as possible. That attack boost that bracers gives to all units is really going to help out a whole lot in this game, and I think that's going to be very important. Like that scout cavalry with bracers would have destroyed that palisade wall with, you know, no issues, because he's swinging a sword to wood. I mean, it's not really hard to do that. Especially with bracers, you do that very efficiently. So I really think this game is going to come down to whoever gets bracers first is going to be in a very strong position. I do also believe that these wallings right now, especially if teal, yeah, this is sort of what I was slightly suspecting and fearing, with Tyr getting these castles up and crap. This is not ideal for this team right now. I would definitely say this team has the advantage for the moment, though it does seem like this team is the higher ranked, so it'll be very interesting. Yeah, bracers for all units though. Bracers, you need bracers in order to get things done, in all honesty. So it does look like pressure is now being put on over here. We do have the Spanish, they're attacking, trying to form holes in the walls. It's very interesting exactly how this is sort of going on, or what they're, you know, choosing to attack. I feel like they should be creating some war ships, I'm going to call them. I can't think of the actual name. War galleys, there we go. Over here to just continue putting pressure. But the pressure is on over here. There's a lot of walls that they're going to have to get through. Nothing too serious. I think it could have been a bit more crazy, or a little better if they focused fire on a specific wall. And also high uptown. But, you know, overall, it seems like they're doing alright. It doesn't seem like there's, you know, too much craziness. Oh, I do like this, the transfer ship, and I don't think he sees this. I actually want to pause real quick. Oh, thank you. Thank you, T90. All the hearts to you. But real quick, just out of curiosity, put the Fog of War back on. He did not, I do not think he saw this, so this is, I don't think this is going to be a huge game changer, but this is going to hurt a little bit. It's going to be quite unfortunate, especially, where's he going to unload it? He sees him now, obviously, and so yeah, they're going to get in. They're going to get in and do some good stuff. Blue did wall this location up as well. Everything does have walls. Everything is walled up. Yellow is pointing out that, oh crap, this wasn't supposed to happen. This is actually going to hurt Yellow a lot potentially if Teal plays this outright. If Teal plays this outright, he's attacking walls, which he should be attacking these villagers. It does look like he's sort of attempting to do that, but he doesn't want to lose them. So attacking the ships, I do like it. I do like it a lot. So I feel like he should be going after the villagers strictly. Nothing really to report on the other fronts at all. It's pretty quiet on the other fronts, but I think the big thing here we go. This is what he needed to do. He needs to get away from that town center, start killing these villagers. Yep, that's the way. That's the way to do it. This is going to this could potentially hurt Yellow quite a bit. He should definitely. Towers would be helpful, but I think castles are best. Ideally, you want to put the castle in a location that will block your units from moving forward. That typically works out quite well. Very interesting for Yellow creating a fire ship. I guess you really wanted to take out that transport, make sure that no more things will be pushing through. We do have some petards now, making holes in walls. I would have ideally attacked that wall so that you would have a nice wall and be able to start attacking that wall. But alas, that's not what's going to happen. Yellow's definitely in trouble at the moment. It's definitely not a GG by any means, but Yellow is definitely hampered by this. Teal has definitely taken advantage. Teal is definitely doing well, especially well on this front. Everybody else seems to be still building up, and all that fun stuff. But I think we're in for a good match here. It's looking quite fancy. He'll finally loses the Conquistador. Looks like he's going to be sneaking into another town now too, and you know what? I like it. I like it. Nothing really going on with these fronts. Again, all the action's really up here. That Conquistador could start attacking through these. And that would be nice, but you know, it's all good. Monasteries wouldn't be bad either. Getting some conversions would be good. We do have more castles going up now, so this front is really getting, you know, very much a lot of attention. The Conquistadors don't seem to be doing as much damage anymore now. I mean, I think, yeah, you can sort of do that to just sort of annoy, which I like it. I like it a lot, in all honesty. It's sort of harassment in a good way. That would be a very nice counter. That would be. But Yellow seems content with just sort of putting the pressure back on the front and not really worrying about those Conquistadors at the time. Oh, we do have monks though coming out from Blue. Blue knows what he's doing. I'm really sort of surprised there's no other pressure being applied to anybody at all. But, you know, I dig it. Purple really wants this area defended. Pretty interesting. So it looks like Teal's trying to make a hole in the other front, or the other side being over here. We do have the Conquistadors. They're still not doing a terrible job, but it looks like that Conquistador is finally going to fall, and we're now going to have units on the opposite sides again until a breach is had. Scrolls would be pretty good, though I don't think. Let's see, we got Chinese, Mongol, Saracen, Vikings, Aztecs on the spot. Yeah, we won't be seeing them, sadly. They'd be fun though. I'm amazing with them, especially with bracers. They're unbeatable when they got bracers. It does look like we got some Imperial Age researchings nearly complete. Teal is the first one to get to Imperial Age. Teal is doing, you know, as soon as trebuchets, I'm gonna guess that's what Teal's gonna be going for right away. Let's see color real quick. I'm gonna guess trebuchets are gonna be coming out. Yep. Look at that. I am just a pro. Yellow's gonna be in trouble. Especially since they're not even on their way to Imperial Age just yet. That's definitely going to be a problem for Yellow. We do have Imperial Age coming up for Orange, which, you know, this team seems to be doing stronger on this start. At least in terms of research and attacks, this team, especially Yellow, is struggling. Though Teal, in fairness, Teal does not seem to have a very strong economy, and that is going to be a problem in the long run. But I mean, the pressure that Teal is bringing, I like it. But in fairness, when I look at the villager numbers, now that I'm actually looking, that villager count is extremely low. Impressive that he's gotten to Imperial Age first, but that villager count is very low. Quite low indeed. Trebuchets are now attacking though. Again, nothing happening. Nothing happening on any of the other fronts, unfortunately. The castle is going to go down though. I don't think it's going to be coming up, but he's just going to build more and more walls. Titan Love is building a castle. I'm not sure where he's building it. He seems to be walling off this area just in case Orange gets broken through. I mean, looking at the population, this team seems to be overall stronger. I do have to say that the one thing now that I keep looking at it, I don't like Teal's population count at the current time. It's not as strong as it should be. Though, while I like Teal's tactics, I think he's going to end up paying for it badly unless he picks that up quite a bit. Around here, though, I mean, nothing too crazy to mention. Queen has destroyed their own wall. It does look like some defenses are going to be attacked now. So purple is going to be countering, I think. Looks like we have a whole mess of walls here at this point. Trebuchets seem to be wanting to come out, but it doesn't look like they'll be doing anything anytime soon. We do have siege rams coming out now, though. I'm a little surprised they're actually attacking this side rather than anything else. These walls are definitely in trouble, though. There's definitely going to be a hole that's being made in here, and this is going to be a slight problem. They don't seem to have a whole lot of defenses up, but they seem to be gathering their troops now. So, slow it down a little bit to normal speed, or almost average speed. Teal is just sort of pushing forward a little bit, really not doing a whole lot, but it's still attacking yellow and sort of, you know, making them pay. The siege rams have broken through, though, and there's a lot of knights. I think they're going to be okay, at least initially. I do like IRC Labs attacking this wall, or attacking this wall. Maybe he's not, actually. Just seems to have that siege ram there. Never mind, now on reflection it looks like that nothing too much will be coming from that. Currently, I do like the random champion just attacking the wall, though, just because. So yeah, Teal is clearing out sort of this front very slowly, and pressure is being added here. Walls are very quickly being generated or set up. I do like the pressure now that is being put on, though. So we do have sort of two fronts going on here. Not a whole lot of answers to these attacks. Okay, we do have mangonels coming out now to attack these siege rams, and the siege rams are going to start falling. Okay, yeah, they're going to be able to push them back, at least for the moment. I'm a little surprised that these siege rams are doing quite better than I'd originally thought. The infantry is also doing a good job. Teal, it looks like blue is countering Teal with trebuchets of their own, and it's going to be a trebuchet war. I hate trebuchet wars. It's always, you know, you never have that guaranteed hit, and it always annoys me when the trebuchet ends up like missing. Some good battles going on here, though. I do feel like the infantry is very nice for black, but I think that they should be able to hold it very fine right now, and that is exactly what's happening. I do like that one champion attacking and taking out that mangonel. Oh, that's not going to help red, but it's, you know, it could be a lot worse. It does look like black and green are sort of massing up troops here. Teal actually has lost any ground gained and is just sort of staying at that 75 pop. I don't like it. I do not like it. That's not going to be good for Teal and his team. Blue and the other teams seem to be, you know, massing out troops at this point. And it looks like there's going to be a lot of battles going on here that are going to be relatively important. A lot of plumed archers coming out, shooting at, you know, infantry. I do like it. It does seem like that's a good idea. We do have walls coming out too, and it looks like they've completely replaced whatchamacallit's wall, purple's wall, with black. Black has sort of pushed up a bit. Unfortunately, again, one problem with the map right now, the way that this is set up, they're not really gaining anything from this push. They gained this little bit of land. They might be able to cancel out that gold. But really, this team has a lot more gold available to it, and you know, without that, like that's gonna help. That's gonna help a whole lot. It looks like they're putting a wall in. They're making a hole in the wall, and black is gonna try to. Black and green are gonna try to counter that. Blue is doing a fantastic job of like holding this front. Yellow doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot from what I see. But here we go. Alright, the assault is happening. This is where things will be made. This is where the plumed archers are attacking. I don't know why he's retreating with those forces. He's attempting to retreat, and yeah, that was a very interesting choice for an attack. Yeah, he's moving back now. Moving back. Those paladins, so strong, so expensive, are just not doing anything. They're just fully retreating. A very interesting choice by purple to just sort of attack and then do nothing with it, and still losing paladins left and right. It's not good, not good. Red sort of has his forces back right now. Blue is attacking. It does look like yellow is actually going to be attacking now on this front. This is not looking good for this side fully, though they do have armies. It's really going to be a question of, like, you know, oh, we do have onagers coming out now. Those onagers could do a hell of a lot of damage. It's going to be a big question of, oh, yeah, I do love orange supporting both fronts here. Teal is going to be, this is the problem with Teal's strategy. I really liked it. He hurt orange. You can see that in the score. You can see that in the population. But, I mean, he's actually doing worse than yellow at this point because of the, you know, the lack of eco being developed. We do have trade carts coming in now at this point, and trade carts are going from there to there, so that's quite nice. Those trade runs should be protected and secure. That is a very nice shot from the Mangonel, or the Onager now at this point. Unfortunately, it's going to fall. This castle is going to be getting pushed now from trebuchets. There's a bunch of siege rams that are just going to end up falling. They're not really going to be doing any damage whatsoever, but I guess it's a good effort. It looks like blue is actually going to be pushing in on teal. This is going to be a very big problem for teal if teal cannot hold this. And I suspect teal is going to have problems. I suspect teal is going to have very big problems. The onagers all fire, but they all miss. That is going to be very unfortunate indeed. Orange is bringing the onagers back, but it is not looking good right now. Oh, the onagers are getting a very nice fire. It does look like these guys are going back and forth. I'm sort of going to hop between the two and make sure the speed is on normal speed. Oh god, no, too fast. Okay, sorry. Alright, so teal is doing a good job of trying to hold it back, but blue is starting to push on teal over here. This front, on the other hand, it looks like they're getting pushed back, so it's sort of going back and forth here. It's going back and forth here. I do like what's going on. Blue is sieging the docks. Purple is well, attacking pikemen. I don't know if that's the best idea in the world, but blue is slowly pushing up. This is going to be a very big problem for teal if he doesn't, you know, push forward. It does look like this front is getting fully pushed in now, though. Red has taken over this area. They're going to be able to push out over to here, and this is going to give them a couple openings if they can take out that castle. It looks like they're going to be able to, too, because there's just so many trebuchets here that with that support, they should be fine. Yellow here, oh, this is going to be a problem. This front is definitely in trouble. Teal is definitely in trouble, and this could potentially be very bad. Teal's doing a hell of a job of sort of forming an accidental wall. I think he might even be doing it on purpose. Oh my god, I love it! I love it! That was a fantastic siege onager shot. This front is still getting pushed in as well. Oh man, fantastic stuff. They are doing a great job holding for the moment, but those elite Mamelukes are coming in, and they're not going to be pretty for anybody. Oh, there's a whole lot of Siege Onager shots though. Siege Onager shots that are doing very well. The Trebuchets though are coming in and doing a very good job of, you know, what they do. It does look like pressure is being put on though. I mean, honestly, I would say that attack is necessary, though I would also start pushing this way. And we do have some siege carts getting attacked, it looks like, because they're going that way for whatever reason. Teal is sending his troops in to attack the Mamelukes, but it doesn't look like that's going to be, you know, doing anything very well. Oh, you guys are making me... Nah, stop it. Oh, hearts to you, hearts to you. So yeah, we go back to this front, and, I mean... It's neck and neck. I would say this guy cleared out, but it looks like they're going to be pushing back a little bit, maybe. It's sort of back and forth here. Could go either way. It does look like the Trebuchets are going to be in trouble from the Lee Mongodi, and that is going to be, you know, not good. I think they're going to be losing the momentum, and that green and black are going to be pushing up over there. These guys are doing a fantastic job of holding. The Mamelukes are, I mean, the Mamelukes are the problem. That big Mameluke army. Yellow, I do like, it's pushing up and actually grabbing resources. I mean, it's wood and wood is everywhere, but I still like that he's just sort of collecting resources over there. The Lee Mongodi are pushing back more and more, pushing them back more and more, but there's really no buildings to serve as a buffer here between red and green. It does look like red is attacking again, and it does look like more forces are being built up for a second assault trial. Again, though, I think the main problem here, Teal is doing a fantastic job of holding, but I think the main problem might end up being that those gold, you know, the map control right now is in favor of the top team on the top side of the building. And we do have some Elite Eagle Warriors penetrating in, and it looks like blue is on a full retreat. That is going to be a problem. That is definitely going to be a problem indeed. Green is pushing back up, getting some buildings as buffers too, getting some creations, making some creations happen. This is actually a big problem for trade carts because they're trying to go this way. This is actually not ideal for them by any means. It does seem like their trade is actually getting screwed right now because they're taking this path, a much unsafer path, and they actually look to be getting very confused because of all the walls. Oh, this is very problematic for the bottom team, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that is going to hurt the bottom team a bit. But blue, I mean, it's taking it slow and steady, and you know, it's just slowly pushing forward. There's not a whole lot of, you know, the defenses, the battles are going sort of steady at this time. It's not too crazy. I like that Mongodi shot. That was like some dodgeball skills back in the day. God, I missed the scenario of dodgeball. These paladins are coming in, and I mean, 3 paladins, they don't seem to be doing a whole lot. Okay, we got 1 strike. If a Siege Onager were to attack in that, I think it would have been worth it, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Ooh, we got some Siege Onagers attacking these Trebuchets. That's going to be rather unfortunate for blue. Very much indeed. He notices a bit too late and loses quite a bit. And Teal has the anti-calv and just moving in, and this is not going to be good for yellow. This is not going to be good for yellow at all unless he... Oh, this is not what you want to do, yellow. You want to retreat back. Oh yeah, all those Cavaliers are more or less dead. On this front, it's still going back and forth. I think green has a little bit of an upper hand at this point. Purple seems to be wasting a lot of paladins. Moving forward, the bloomed archers are giving a little bit of support, but not a whole lot, I feel like, at least from the glance that I'm seeing. We do have a whole lot of strong siege onagers, and I'm really digging it. I'm really digging it. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Blue is pushing. Blue is pushing now. Oh, we got some interesting... Ooh, that was a beautiful shot. I liked it. A lot of deaths there. This is a problem. This front is collapsing at the moment. This front is definitely collapsing, and these siege onagers are definitely going to be problematic. This front is also having problems. The Mangoti seem to be doing pretty good against these onagers over here. But they do seem to be holding, however, and the gold is still being brought in, you know, which is very good for them. The trade card situation doesn't seem to be a problem anymore. The trade cards seem to be corrected now at this point, but relatively unfortunate. Oh, I do like this! It looks like Orange is trying to make a new path. It looks like Orange is trying to make a new path. Oh, this is gonna be very interesting to say the least, especially if they can break into here. I don't really think there's a huge advantage in doing this at this point. Back when the trade card path was there, I would say it was advantageous. But this front has actually collapsed. The plumes are in the back, but you know, these guys are not attacking a whole lot. I don't know where why Teal is pointing those out. Oh, do a surprise gun, maybe over there. I see. I wonder if they like actually know how big the, you know, if the map is over there, but I don't think they do. So yeah, Orange is pushing forward, and oh, okay, it does look like Orange is actually pushing in a way that I do like a lot. It seems like they're pushing over here, and if they can actually breach into this area, they're going to be in a strong position. Green definitely, both of these fronts are definitely very interesting ones. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of dynamic things going on that this front is going to end up opening. It does not seem like they actually notice that new cut being sent in. I'm sort of curious. Let's take a look real quick at the kill deaths. You know what, I guess I feel like Purple's been losing. No, actually, yeah, I don't like the charges that Purple has been making. I just, the death rate of those paladins is a lot more. I'm assuming that is high. Now this charge I do like, though the Mountloops are going to be a problem. I would like to see the Honagers charging with this. It does look like he's bringing his cavalry back. It does look like this front is getting attacked here now at this point. It does look like these forces are getting pushed back. The front is sort of twisting, and it does look like we have the one new front opened up over here. They don't seem to be doing a whole lot for it though at this time. They did open it up, but they have siege onagers there and they're taking out a few troops. I don't think that would do a whole lot at the moment, but this is actually going to be a problem over here. This front, that onager! Oh man, this is definitely not going to be good. That onager shot was a bad shot, and that onager falls from the Mangoti. The Mangoti seem to be targeting the siege equipment overall, and the castles are obviously, you know, taking out some troops. But right now, I definitely don't like the way this front looks for purple and red. Definitely not ideal at this time. Yellow and green seem to be doing a very good job of attacking this together. That castle's going to fall, and I mean, there's a lot of castles left, but they're giving up this gold mine, and it's just the start of like more bad things that could potentially come. Now, unfortunately, fortunately, the new cut, nobody seems to have actually noticed that this is going on yet. It looks like Red just noticed it, or you know, somebody seems to be noticing it, but nothing too crazy at this time. Oh, we do have docks. I wonder when that happened. Sort of said I missed that. It does look like we're getting some galleons created and on the way. It does look like some dock wars are going on. We do have some bombard cannons, and this front is actually getting pushed as well. This front, I think, will hold a bit more than the other front at the current time. But I'd still say this is anyone's game. I'm definitely... Blue is starting to lose momentum here, and the siege onagers need to fall, or else problems are going to be had. I like Yellow's strategy, sort of trying to take over the lake, but I don't know how much that's going to really end up helping. I really like this, too. It doesn't seem like they're really putting an answer to this, so I might be wrong here. That shortcut might have actually helped a lot. Blue actually seems to be trying to do a surprise cut as well, and it's really... I mean, troops are starting to pour in now over here. This is going to be a problem, especially if they can get these troops out into, like, the towns, because, I mean, the towns do have some walls, but this front is really getting more and more pushed behind. This front is sort of being held. These guys are slowly losing ground, but I don't think they're losing it at the same rate that these guys are losing it at the current time. Purple sends another rush of paladins, but again, the Elite Plumed Archers don't seem to be supporting them heavily, and that's going to be a problem. They do seem to be bringing them up now, though. Teal is pushing forward. The Elite Mameluke series is going to hold them off there, though. Oh, we do have Elite Cannon Galleons, though. This is going to be a very big problem, potentially, I think. We do. Oh, this is not good, though. I really like Blue's tactics right now. These cavalry, they went into the town and they wouldn't end up doing a whole lot of damage. If Blue really needs to push into here, and then those trade cards, he'll be completely stopping that trade from happening for a bit, and that would be excellent. That would definitely hurt the team. Unfortunately, this run is falling apart here. This is definitely a problem. They need to do something. The trade routes are in danger here if they allow us to keep going. This could go either way. I'm actually going to slow it down to, I wanted to slow it down to 50, but 35 will have to do. Wait, where the hell did the... There's the front. I lost the front for a minute. I'm like, wait a sec, what's going on? Alright, let's speed back up and then slow it down to 50. There we go. Okay, we do have a bunch of paladins going on. We do have all that. This run is definitely the one in biggest danger. We do have Blue, though. Blue is going to screw up this trade route completely for a bit. I wonder how long it's going to take for them to react to that. They do notice it, though. They do notice it right away, and they're going to be reacting to it, but I don't know how fast they're going to be able to react to it in time. However, the big problem here is that Teal is going through all of these towers pretty goddamn quickly, along with Orange, and this is getting very close to the trade cards. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. This is definitely a problem. They need to be stopped now, and they're building, the bombard towers to sort of cement it. This front really isn't gaining any ground. Unfortunately, this is not ideal. I do really love this, though. They're pushing some more, but walls are being developed now. Orange is predicting that this is what's going to be happening, or he can actually see it. And oh man, this is sort of going to be a race to see who can cut through first or build up with a wall. But the wall, even then, isn't going to be all that much. But Teal is still pushing up. The trade cards are getting closer and closer to danger. Blue, Blue has a bunch of Elite Mamelukes. I feel like you could, charge in, but unfortunately, that's just not going to be the case. Oh, here we go. They're Purple and Orange seem to be sending in troops to go clear this up.
Yes.
Once that happens, yeah, this is going to be a problem. Those archers are going to be a problem for those Mamelukes, and I think that was a beautiful. That was a beautiful move. Look at all those trade cards that are dead, but I think this is going to sort of end that thread over here. Teal is still pushing. Actually, the push seems to have slowed down for the moment. A lot of forces seem to be dying over here. Elite Mangones attacking the siege rams. We're just getting some gaming in the chat, it looks like. But I think Teal, Teal was one of the earlier, weaker population limits, I felt like, but that has completely changed. They are trying to push on this front, and I then put it to this 50, there we go. Blue actually won that battle, that is interesting, and this is... I'm gonna guess that's why. I'm gonna guess that is why Blue ended up winning that battle. That was a beautiful onager shot. So Blue's still gonna be interfering with that trade route. That's gonna be very unfortunate for the top team. The top team, Blue is actually making a push back, but sort of, I don't know. This is probably the critical point here. However, this front actually does seem to be falling apart as well. And this front is still an issue. This could go very interestingly. They really want that barracks deleted. Oh man. putting some pressure on. The trade carts are getting redirected though, so there's that. It looks like this front has actually fallen though, and it looks like this front is really all of a sudden. All of a sudden, the bottom half is like has just completely changed the momentum. It looks like this. I mean, I think this move helped out a whole lot. The trade is getting affected by it. I think it's not going to be a huge deal, but it could have actually helped make some of the game changer. And a lot of it redirected forces, and this front is not really getting pushed as well as it could be. And this front is starting to get pushed back. I mean, quite nice bringing the trebuchets in. They have everything going on. Blue is pushing up, and this is going to be a major problem if Blue can break through, because that is going to be a direct threat to the trade cards. So we got siege rams going on. I keep slowing the speed to 35 because I keep thinking that the game is on a higher speed, but I'm always wrong. But yeah, no, this front, you know, there's. I'm gonna guess the siege onager took out these siege onagers. Oh no, this is a problem. This is a problem. They did not wall it up. This is not looking good. All of a sudden, the top team is not looking very strong now at this time. Very much in trouble. All of their fronts are in trouble. This is definitely going to be a better match now for the moment for the bottom team. Right now, I like yellow. I like what he did. Troops are leaking through. Purple's paladins just passing right through the enemies. Don't worry. Yellow is just. Oh, what is yellow doing? That's interesting. I would just keep going. I mean, you know, if you're left clear. Try to find the markets. Try to push through. Okay, the gate is starting to attempt to be built. Yellow is attacking though, and again, I mean, Blue's forces are still here, which is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. This front is really having issues now at this point too. This is sort of the front that Teal had. The Teal is actually pushing up a little bit. I don't think Teal's pushing up enough. We are getting close though. It is hitting a bit of a critical point. I mean, it could go either way here. It could go either way. Purple with the paladins. And like it seems like they're so close. They're so close, but they need to take out those towers. They need the traps to stay alive. And it doesn't seem to be happening. The paladins seem to be coming through to attack. It does look like Blue is going to be taking their forces and sneaking around. Yellow, it does look like Yellow did successfully get repelled back. But this front is a problem, and we are getting some elite warriors though attacking now. So this front, it does look better. It does look a bit better. These siege onagers just aren't seeming to do too much. I would actually like be tempted to sort of push, though. You do have traps putting pressure on them too. Oh, and this is not good. This is not good at all. They have breach. I was wrong. Yellow did get forces into the trade cards. This is definitely a problem. This is definitely a big problem. The front is starting to collapse for the top team, and Blue is just, yeah, this is not looking ideal at all. This front is starting to collapse as well, the bottom team is definitely gaining all of the momentum here, and it needs to be stopped at once. This is not. This needs to be corrected right away, and it's not. It's just not. These guys are pushing up on this front, which could cause some problems for some trade cards potentially as well, but these trade cards are just still alive. Blue is still somewhere around here. I don't know exactly where. I just heard her noise. Blue is just running around with those elite Mamluks, and she's had them forever. This front is getting pushed up now, and it's just going to be, it's just unbelievable. How this game has turned. The wall is starting to get destroyed over there. I wonder if Blue's actually going to use that to try to breach into Orange some more. Yellow is actually doing a fantastic job. I mean, Orange is doing a nice job of holding this front back. Purple, I liked the micro there, the little bit of micro there to dodge that. We have more Mamluks coming in from this side. It looks like that surprise cut was a bit of a mistake, because I think Yellow, yeah, that was actually the big mistake. They didn't wall it up actually, and that was the mistake that caused Yellow to get in there. And they're still attacking the trade cards. This is definitely not ideal. Not ideal at all. This front is still holding. This front is getting pushed back very slowly, but very slowly getting pushed back. I think I got a question. I think I missed it though. I apologize. What question was it, real quick? Oh, they definitely would get pissed off with the Mayan trade card. I'd be pissed off too. Like, I would just be like, why don't we just, you know, kill a rider and steal a horse to, you know, go and pull the fucking goods that are, you know, going forward. But no, they don't do that. They're just like, hey you Silver, go and just take this car full of goods and run with it. And they're like, fuck, why would they do it? But they do it anyway. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's a good workout, and I would be willing to do it every so often, but still, it just wouldn't be something I would want to do. They are rebuilding the wall, which is pretty funny, so the hole that Blue created isn't really going anywhere at the moment, but it is causing them to take attention from, you know, other fronts to deal with that as well. And is Yellow still up in here? Yellow has finally been cleared out over there. I'm slowing the game speed to 43. This front actually is collapsing. Red is doing a good job. It looks like this front got pushed back yet again, but Teal is getting pushed back over here. However, we do have a lot of elite counting galleons, which, you know, is not going to be ideal. It's going to be very interesting. Oh, very interesting indeed. And oh, you crazy. Alright, so this front is going, you know, back. Orange and red seem to be going strong here, having the nice forces in the area. Teal, the nice thing that Teal has that is going to be a problem for these guys are these cannon galleons. They're not going to be able to build defenses, and it looks like, you know, the siege equipment will get attacked by the elite cannon galleons that come. These guys are doing another pushback. The momentum is changing yet again, and yeah, this area has been cleared now. Blue does still hilariously have this area under control. I find it fantastic that Blue has not been able to get cleared from this area, and that this wall is still, you know, there. It's absolutely fantastic. That's been like 30 minutes now or something along these lines. But we have Lee Mangoti, we have Purple losing more Paladins, unfortunately. We have Teal shooting a lot of cannon galleons at different things. Really, the big front, the most important front that seems to be happening right now is this front, because there's not a whole lot of attention being paid to it. Purple, and that's actually interesting, Purple might try to do a secret cut or something along those lines, which could be interesting if they attempt to do such a thing. I don't know if they will, though. This front seems to be going back to how they were. You know, it's sort of even. Teal sees a lot of siege rams and needs to prepare for it, and Blue is these guys are getting pushed on this way, which is not good. That is not good at all. Blue really needs to get stopped. This front needs to fall, and it doesn't seem like 3 paladins are not going to cut it, unfortunately. Oh man. A man goatee, that was terrible. I'll give you a slow clap for that though. Yeah, so this front is sort of going back and forth still. And here we can see the men running. Those poor bastards. Very interesting actually. I don't know if I approve of that being destroyed. Okay, I do approve of the gate being built there. It seems like the momentum's going back and forth there. There doesn't seem to be a huge charge coming out yet, but when that charge happens, that's going to be a very interesting charge. Oh, I can give you wisdom in terms of that. So, they're actually, you see, if you look real closely at the portrait, you'll see that the Mameluke sword is curved. And back in ancient times, and even now, these swords, when they toss the swords will cut through the enemy, and then go through the enemy, and then come back. So the sword is essentially boomerang, and they actually catch it. Now, the game, the designers actually had problems rendering this correctly, so it goes back so fast that you're not able to actually see it, but what's actually happening is those swords are coming back to the Mamelukes, and, you know, they're able to grab it and then re-throw it, and it's really the same sword, but it does damages to buildings. They're really good swords. They're really cool to play with. I actually have one. Maybe one day I'll make like a YouTube video about it or something. They're a lot of fun to play with though. You just gotta make sure to catch it on the right end, or else you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. This front seems to be getting pushed back again. The momentum seems to be building for the other team. For the bottom team, yet again, Blue is pushing in more and more on the right. Red is trying to deal with that, and that is causing this front to be lost. This front, however, is it's really not going anywhere. It's being stopped over here. That's pretty rough. It's pretty rough indeed, but you know, it's going well overall. All hearts to you both. Hearts to you both. This front does seem to be going quite well for green. I mean, there's no more defenses now. There's no more castles to stop this. The castles have fallen, and this is going to be a problem. The major leak is happening. I think this is going to be over soon. I don't know for sure, but I think this is going to be a major problem here. This is definitely going to be an issue. Oh, that Elite Eagle Warrior is so dead. There are no castles to stop this leak from going forward. This front has definitely collapsed. Blue is still over here. I find that hilarious. I might be bringing in more troops, but I think it's been the same troops that have been there the whole entire time. I love it. I love it. Oh my god. This front is finally actually being attacked as well, and it's absolutely fantastic. The elite cannon galleons are attacking, you know, are the only ones that sort of are keeping these siege ramps at bay to a degree, I would say. I mean, yellow is attacking, but these siege ramps are going to easily fall to those elite cannon galleons that are enhanced with the Spanish, and like, oh, it's fantastic. But yeah, this front is definitely going to be a problem at this point. Definitely a big major issue here. Blue is putting pressure over here, though red is finally pushing them back. Blue still has all the elite Mamelukes over here though, and is still doing a fantastic goddamn job holding this front and keeping this pathway alive for troops to pour into as well. Absolutely fantastic. Purple is sending in the paladins. I would love to see the paladins and how that charge ends up going, but I feel like I'm gonna miss it. Blue with more Mamelukes is actually charging the ships, and again, those swords quite powerful, quite deadly, taking down those ships just like in real life. You know, they're like cannonballs, except they come back. It's beautiful. Yes, so the paladins are charging, but they're charging a certain unit. This is not a patrol that we want. They're just moving right into the middle. This is unfortunate. Quite unfortunate indeed. Well, actually, so Warder in Age of Empires, the game claims that that's shallow water. It's actually not shallow water at all. You would not be able to walk on it. It's And actually, ships themselves, they're sort of like wheels on them, so they can't like walk on land. They can't swim on land, but they can definitely swim on, you know, the sand underneath. They can easily yeah, they can easily just sort of scrape the bottom underneath without taking any damage. So you'll notice that if you look at some of these, you see it's at 150. On the very bottom, very hard to see, you might have missed it there, but on the very bottom it does say that after a period of time, erosion will occur along with rust on the cannonballs, and HP will get lost about 1 HP per like every 3 hours. However, most games don't last that long, so typically you won't encounter that issue overall. But it is something that you always have to worry about just in case. Again, this run is still falling apart. Purple is not doing well in terms of holding that front. Teal is going to push back as well. I mean, they're so close to taking out this trade route, but it's just not happening. If they pushed over here, I wonder what would have happened if, you know, that would have changed things at all. The trade route is becoming a mess with buildings, and it looks like they are rather pissed off about that. And again, I love Blue with all of the lovely elite Mamluks still there, not being challenged. The top part, this front, has fallen apart, and we need to see some big momentum shifts, or else problems are going to be had by that top team. That top team is going to have some very big issues unless Teal and Orange can push down here. If they can push down here, take out these Mamelukes, and start taking out some trade cards, there's going to be some good stuff going on. That blacksmith needs to go away. That building maybe needs to go away too. Green is really putting it in now, though. It's not good. He needs castles. You need something to stop this. You need something to stop this, and nothing is happening to stop it. This is not good. Blue is doing Blue has finally lost a lot of his elite Mamelukes in the forest, and Teal is dealing up for another assault, but instead of assaulting there, where it's defended, I would love to see it assaulted there, and just, you know, the elite cannon galleons can make a path, but that doesn't seem to be happening. Green has a massive troops here, and it's just, oh man, it's just, oh, that was, well done, Marauder, well done. Yeah, but no, green is, I mean, the pressure is being on. Purple is getting attacked. There are no defenses holding this army back for the most part, and unfortunately, this is not going to be ideal. That is a lot of siege equipment that unfortunately won't do a whole lot. Blue is pushing forward on this end, but green is really just pouring in. They need help. They need help on this front right now. The front is falling apart. Purple is getting decimated. I mean, honestly, like I want to say I'd love to see where's that KD. Shit. I'll find it. There we go. 606. I mean, a lot of those have been paladins, and unfortunately, you know, it's rough. It's rough. TCAOE jokes are pretty top notch, guys. I gotta admit, I strongly do. But yeah, purple with the paladin losses, I think, is, you know, what's caused, you know, a lot of issues. I don't think the paladins really made as big of an impact as they could have, and I mean, I don't think it was terrible orders per se. It just seemed to be like a lot of charges didn't, you know, sort of go in unison. However, red finally seems to have sealed this front up. It does look like Teal has resigned, however, and purple, yeah, the top team will be resigning, and that will be a GG from the top team, and the bottom team will end up victorious. And I think they deserved it. I mean, that was a very close match, but what ended up, I think, costing the game was, you know, well, obviously what cost the game was this front just falling apart. this attack here really helped a whole lot. And when the sneak attack with yellow just charging cavalry up and this not being walled, that also I think ended up hurting quite a bit in terms of taking out those trade cards. The trade cards ended up falling apart, and fantastic match. And thank you very much, T9, dude. You guys are awesome. It is really a lot of fun, especially with good games. Especially with good games casting.